Want to see the best Facebook ads for real estate agents in 2022? If so, this is the video you're going to want to check out. I'm going to show you a 5-step ad sequence that you can just do never ending that will bring a constant supply of both buyers and sellers. Take a look. Hey everyone, Kevin Smullin with 2Q Lead Generation Strategies. If you are new to our channel, welcome. We are so glad you're here. What we're all about is helping real estate agents just like you generate more leads, set more appointments, and close more deals. So if that is what you're after, leads, appointments, deals, this is absolutely the place to be. Please consider subscribing to our channel. We'd love to have you here as part of our community. Before we get going in today's video, just one quick note down below. There is a link to our Facebook Masterclass. It is a training that is chock full of all of our best practices of everything that we're doing to help our clients generate leads, set appointments, and close deals. So make sure you go check that free training out. Time totally well spent. In today's video, what we're talking about is the best Facebook ads for real estate agents for 2022. So what I want to show you here is a 5-step ad sequence that you can just repeat over and over and over again to help you get more business. So with that being said, let me go ahead and share my screen and we will just kind of talk through this. So the first ad that I would recommend is running an ad like this where we're focusing on marketing a specific listing with the intent of generating interest from potential buyers. So again, we are running an ad like this to get buyer leads coming in. And one of the great things about an ad like this to get things started is it's a way to kind of prime the pump and get things coming in very, very quickly. For most of my clients in most areas, they're able to generate leads with an ad like this in the neighborhood of around $1 to $2, sometimes $3, just depending on market conditions. But you can generate leads at a very low cost, which is the whole point. And so we can run an ad like this, get a flood of leads coming in, and immediately start picking up some people that we can start working with. So it's a great first step just to prime the pump and get things going. Now today's video is more focused on the strategy and not so much on the click by click, here's how you set it up. If you do not know how to set up a Facebook ad like this, I will put a link right here to a tutorial where you can see a different video on the step-by-step how to put together something like what you see on the screen. So I'll go watch that video if you're not sure how. Again, today we're focused more on just the sequence and the strategy. So we would run something like this, generate interest from potential buyers and just to get some people that we can start working with. As a second ad, once you've got those people that you're working with and then you go get something under contract, we would basically put together an ad like this that says, hey, we just got this home under contract, tell a little bit about the story. One of the nice things about sharing stories rather than just saying, look how awesome I am, I got a home under contract, is there's kind of this psychological effect that goes on where people see that, hey, if they were able to help this person, I'm in a similar situation, they can probably help me. And so when I'm putting together a post like this, part of that strategy that I like to use is tell a little bit about the story, again, just to help relate to people. But an ad like this is not going to generate a ton of leads. The purpose of an ad like this is instead of sending it out to a new audience of people to generate leads, I would take something like this and use it to target my database, the custom audiences that I've been building on Facebook. So part of the strategy that I recommend to everybody is, aside from just generating leads, we want to build up a database of people that know, like, and trust you. Because if people know, like, and trust you, that's going to be a constant source of business for you for the rest of your career. So a post like this, I would send out to those custom audiences to make sure that people become more and more familiar with me. Now, if you're unsure of how to do that, how to set up those custom audiences, no problem. I've got a training for that as well. Feel free to click right here. I'll put a link there. You can go watch that training on how to set up those custom audiences. But this is an ad that I would send out to those people, again, for the purpose of building trust, building credibility, getting them to feel comfortable wanting to use me as a real estate agent. So I've got this pool of buyers that I'm working with. And in fact, I'm going to back up one. This ad that I just showed you where we would generate potential buyers, One way that you can run an ad like this and get potential sellers as well from your buyer lead ad is we would advertise a property that's a little bit more expensive so that it's not somebody's first home, right? Where it's somebody's second or third or fourth home, because we know that a lot of the people who would respond to an ad where we're marketing something that's a little bit more expensive, they probably already have a home to sell. And so that's a great strategy because a lot of the buyer leads would also have a home to sell and hence become a seller lead as well. So again, just kind of a little twist on that particular strategy. So once we get our clients that we're working with, we would put together an under contract post. Again, this would go out to the database. And then once we have gotten our seller, right? Once we have gotten our seller, we would advertise their home for sale just like this, right? And we would get interest from potential buyers, and it kind of just starts that cycle again. But the way that we can also leverage that home into other seller leads is by running an ad like this. Hey, other homeowners in the area, hey, are you curious if now's the right time to sell? We just sold this home. It sold for this asking price in this many days. You know, do you think your home would sell for as much? So we can run an ad like this to generate interest from potential sellers. Now, the thing about seller leads is seller leads are going to be, especially in today's market, they're going to be far more expensive. Simply because there are fewer sellers in today's market than there are buyers. At the time of recording this, inventory is a problem in most areas. There's just more interest of buyers than there are people who are selling. And so again, that's why buyer leads, we can generate them very inexpensively. Seller leads are typically going to cost you a little bit more. If you were to run an ad like this, my experience is we're typically generating seller leads around $25, $30 a piece, something like that. So they are definitely more expensive, but it can be done, and we can generate more seller leads to kind of keep this loop going, right? Because once we have the listing, then we have a listing that we can market to get buyers, and we just keep cycling through this over and over and over again. And then we can take the listing that we just got, we can put that out there as a just listed. Let me blow that up a little bit. It's getting a little fuzzy the more I distort it. But basically we'd put together a just listed post, and something like this I would also send out to my database, because again, they're going to keep seeing, wow, Kevin just sold something. Kevin just put something under contract. Kevin just listed something else, right? And all of this just creates more trust and more credibility. So that is a type of a post. Again, you might not generate a ton of interest or a ton of leads off of something like this. That's not really the focus of it. The focus of this is sending it out to my database, keep in touch, keep building credibility. And then basically from there, like I said, it just kind of starts the whole sequence over again to where, I'm not sure why that kind of froze up, but we would basically start that whole sequence over again where we're showing the ad, we're showing this ad over again. Once we get the listing, we're going to generate buyer leads from that. And like I said, it just keeps cycling over and over and over again. And that's what's fantastic about a sequence like this is it just creates a perpetual way to be generating both buyer and seller leads as you go through this process. And we're basically just using the buyer leads and the seller leads to create the next round of buyers and seller leads. And again, it just repeats. So this is what I would recommend. It's one of the best Facebook ad sequences for real estate agents, especially in 2022. People are always interested in new houses that are hitting the market, just because again today inventory is super low, and it's just a fantastic way that we can capitalize on this. So if you're looking for a series of ads that you can run for both buyers and sellers, this is exactly what I would recommend. These are the types of things that I do with my one-on-one clients where we are doing this for them. So that is it for today's video. Hopefully that was helpful. If so, take a split second, click that thumbs up button down below. By liking the video, it's a signal to YouTube that we put out good content. And so if we've helped you, help us in return, hit that button, and we appreciate your support. Also, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so. Down below, you'll find the subscribe button. Right next to it, there's a bell that you can click on that will give you a notification every time we put out brand new content. And we put up brand new videos like this to our channel every single week. So if you want to get the latest in tips and strategies of way to grow your business, make sure you check that out. Also, if you are interested in our one-on-one marketing services where we do these kinds of things for you, then make sure down in the description below you can see a link that will take you to a page where you can find out more information about our services, and you can book a phone call with us and see if it's a good fit. Other than that, that's it. Make it a great week. Keep crushing it in your real estate business. As always, if we can help, let us know. Otherwise, we will see you on the next video. Take care.